as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stack downward up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Third down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easy.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Thanks to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will get it at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Cowboys 3.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's got a Bengals 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
That's good.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
4-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, go 66. 26 mark, 26 mark. Let's go on. No, 66. You got tight. You got tight.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
1 yard gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Run for Pollard. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Javon Hargrave. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
On the option, it's Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 7-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now here's Pollard. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
He is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 10. Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. Spins past him. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
48-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
21 more
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Bengals first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
59 mark, check, 59.
On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete to Jesse James.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, Fitzgerald on the slant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 10, Bengals 7. Adam Bennett.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady, and it's caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That puts them in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
No, 66, 450.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
The extra point is
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Cowboys 10.
There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
2 yards.
How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
A gain of
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This time, Jackson will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sam Hubbard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
White on the tackle.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
First down, Dallas.
Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On second down, it's Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ben Banagoo able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. from the shotgun. Here's Dobbs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Bengals.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
To Devontae Parker. Brings up 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Slings this deep from... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Brought down right.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Virgil Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Parker. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Brady
picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll begin by running the option. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
on 2nd down now. Pollard. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
1st down, Dallas.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Dobbs. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Cowboys.
And they will take a knee here.
But once the boss made you labeled amazing. Ridiculous with words I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
Max 50, Max 50. Go, go, go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Today's final score, Cowboys.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I